A real problem many English learners have is that even though they have lots of vocabulary and great grammar skills, they sound like mini when they speak.
Okay, Brian, let me take it from here.
No problem, Steve.
It's true. I've taught many advanced students from countries all around the world, and one of the biggest issues they face is that they know the words and how to use them, but their conversation sounds flat and lifeless. Today, using just one simple sentence, I'm going to show you exactly how you can fix that and bring life into your English. Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Brian. Let's do this.
Take a look at this simple sentence. He gave her flowers yesterday. Or as Brian might say,
He gave her flowers yesterday.
now, you're going to start changing the meaning of this by adding just one extra word and by applying vocal stress. But before we start doing that, let's make sure we can pronounce these individual words the same way that a native British speaker would. The words he and her both start with a H sound, which will be different from the way you say it in your own language. To get a perfect H sound at the start of a word in British English, use this trick. Begin saying the word with a whisper. Repeat after me. He. Once more. He. Now as soon as you get to the E, bring in your full voice, like this. I'll do it slowly first. He. Once more. He. And at normal speed, he. You try. And now do the same for her. Start by whispering hair. And now after the H, bring in your full voice for the sound so that it's hair. You try. Hair. Both together. He, hair. You try. Next, to sound really natural, change the ER in both flowers and yesterday to the schwa sound. That's that little sound that's so common in English. So it's not flowers, it's flowers. Flowers. You try. Flowers. And it's not yesterday, it's yesterday. Yesterday. You try. So we have flowers and yesterday. Your turn. Now this sentence, he gave her flowers yesterday, is not a question, it's a fact. He did give her flowers yesterday. And when you want to sound confident about something, you need to lower the pitch of your voice at the end of the sentence. Listen to the big difference this makes.
He gave her flowers yesterday.
Did you hear that sounds like a question? But
He gave her flowers yesterday.
that clearly is not a question, but a fact. The person saying it is really confident about it. Now you try this lowering of your pitch at the end of the sentence. He gave her flowers yesterday. Yesterday. He gave her flowers yesterday. Now let's get on with bringing life into your English by putting the word only into this sentence. Brian, can you say that please?
Only he gave her flowers yesterday.
The word only here is adding more information to the sentence. The listener is now being told that he was the person who gave the flowers. And importantly, nobody else did. I didn't. You didn't, but he did. Now the focus is entirely on the person doing the giving, so you should make sure that the listener focuses on the word only by adding stress to it. Now there's a lot of nonsense taught about how to stress words in English. Some people will tell you to say the word louder. Only he gave her flowers yesterday. Well, that would get listeners' attention, but they would also think you were crazy. Others may tell you to stretch out the vowel sound to stress a word. Only he gave her flowers yesterday. Again, this isn't a natural way of speaking. What you actually need to do in order to stress a word in English is simply pronounce it as fully and clearly as you can. And because the unstressed words are often not pronounced as clearly, it stands out, just like someone shining a light on it. Then add energy to the word by giving it its own beat, like this. Only he gave her flowers yesterday. Did you hear how only stood out? Listen again to the beat. Only he gave her flowers yesterday. You try. Only he gave her flowers yesterday. Now let's move along the sentence. He only gave her flowers yesterday. This little move means the listener is now being told that he gave her flowers, but he didn't do anything else. He never, for example, asked her out on a date. He only gave her flowers. Again, to make sure that the listener picks up on this fact, stress the word only by giving it energy and its own beat. He only gave her flowers yesterday. If it helps you to get it right, you can try nodding your head as you say the word only. Like this. He only gave her flowers yesterday. You try. Next, we're going to again move our stressed word and change the meaning. This time from here to between gave and her. This is now telling the listener that she was the only person that he gave flowers to. I didn't get any from him, and neither did you. Did you?
No, he never gave me any.
So she was the only one that got any flowers from him. Listen how only still carries the stress, but we're going to make the meaning even stronger by also stressing the word her in the same way, by saying it clearly and with energy, plus with its own beat. He gave only her flowers yesterday. You try. Now let's carry on moving our stressed word only, and this time to between her and flowers. Once more, the meaning to the listener has changed. This time, the guy gave her flowers, but nothing else. He didn't give her chocolates or even a vase to put the flowers in. He gave her only flowers yesterday. To make this clear to the listener, we keep the stress on only, but now are adding it to the word flowers. Listen, he gave her only flowers yesterday. Can you hear that both only and flowers now stand out in that sentence by being clear and having their own beat? He gave her only flowers yesterday. You try. Moving on, we now put only in between the words flowers and yesterday. Now if we keep our stress on only and add stress to yesterday, then it will be clear to the person we say this to exactly when he gave the flowers. It wasn't last week, it wasn't today, it was yesterday. Here's a quick tip. Just because we're adding stress to the last word in our sentence, yesterday, we still need to show that this is a fact by lowering our pitch. Repeat after me. He gave her flowers only yesterday. Your turn. Now let's have a real stress workout. Repeat after me. Only he gave her flowers yesterday. He only gave her flowers yesterday. He gave only her flowers yesterday. He gave her only flowers yesterday. He gave her flowers only yesterday. We've come a long way from
He gave her flowers yesterday. Click this link for another great English lesson.
I'll see you next time.
What about me?
No.